we've had a walk around and getting a feel for the place, mate. Any
dark. Yeah, that's one word for it. No, so we're just a little jolly round. It's getting a feel for the place. It's definitely different to Calderstones. Yeah, I mean, just looking out, there's no light in this place, so it's like really enclosed. So it is a bit eerie, a bit creepy. I suppose it's that next level now from the last one. So I think we're really prepared for it. Good to go.
Yeah, it's definitely lights out on this one. And as we go further in, it's just going to get darker. But this is Camp Hill and Woolton Woods. So that's what it's all about. So let's see what we can find. Hi guys, welcome to another new episode of Haunted Scouse. This time we are in Camp Hill in Woolton in Liverpool, and whilst there may not be ghost stories as such, there is a history that goes right back in the Doomsday Book of this very area. While arguments go on about whether or not there ever was a camp, if I just step aside and Adam will keep the camera that way, you can see the view. Now this is why a lot of historians argue over whether or not there actually was a camp here at some point. It'd be the perfect location. The River Mersey is right over in the background beyond them lights. You can see right over to Adam's neck of the woods and the Wirral over there. But the river would have come further up when this was potentially a camp. So we're just here to investigate and see, is there anything left in the ether of the history of the place? People have been coming here for centuries to go for walks with the families. So again, there's no reason why, just because there's no recorded sightings of ghosts, that there may not be anything paranormal here. And if nothing else, we'll use the S-Box a little bit later on. We'll ask some relevant questions and we'll see if we can get any relevant answers linked to the history of the place. But as I say, Woolton itself goes right back in the Doomsday Books. And there are maps going back to, I think it was 1678. There was an old map that actually showed somewhere in this very area that it was just literally just said camp, and it showed a square enclosure. So who's to say what was here, but we're going to try and find out anyway. So come on, let's see what we can find.
I'm just going to throw myself on camera now and just say, just to correct you on that intro, nobody's walked here for centuries. They just all come out tonight to walk. So no one's ever walked here before until tonight.
To be fair, what Adam's relating to, which we're probably going to have already released as a blooper, is trying to do this bloody intro. It's just took us 15 minutes just to do what you've just saw as an intro, and
Four autographs we've had to sign.
No, exactly. We've got all kinds of orders for the Haunted Scouse kit and everything. All lined to appear on an episode with us. But hopefully we're all alone now. As who sang that? I think we're alone now.
What's the face?
Martika, was it? comments below, because we need to know now who sang that, and they sang it a bit better than I did. Come on. If there is anyone here, would you like to come and say hello? You could show yourself here. If you can't show yourself in full, if you can manifest as a light. Can you make a noise? Can you hear faint voices, but they sound like they're far enough away to actually be people, which is not unlike us, is it, mate? Like, you know, go out in the middle of the night and let's bump into everybody.
It's just typical. We walk round, there's no one. You turn the camera on, fireworks go off, and like 5 people come past us. Ridiculous. What we press on. What I'm just trying to say is there's a path. And there's a path.
Footsteps. What's heard footsteps to the left?
So we're taking the path on the right then, yeah. Don't be joking, we go into danger. You know us. Oh, that was something. What?
The noises are coming from down there. Then I suppose that's the way we've got to go, isn't it?
You want to go back through that way? Let's just put that back in. So you've just got it on camera there that I said to split up and he said no, let's just stay together, okay? That's documented.
Safety in numbers. And there's a song coming out for the Christmas #1 in the same year as well, called Pants on Bidston Hill.
But I'm a big boy now, so
He's an experienced paranormal investigator.
it's only because
So,
I'm wearing 2 pairs of pants, so I don't mind now because I've got the other. So
yeah, and I've learned how to use the bleep machine, so that's all good. I won't have my mum moaning at me for swear words now. So sorry, Margie, Tim, bad influence. But no, let's carry on together, and then
okay.
yeah, because we can always split up on the way back through, because we've got to walk back through anyway. Yeah.
Come on then, let's go.
But that, yeah, I wasn't very brave last night. I'm going to be braver tonight because I've got my mate with me. Mate with me.
I'm hearing things again behind us. Or over where you did a minute ago.
We keep hearing gentle footsteps now.
Yeah. I generally did think someone was going to walk down out from that path. I don't know. Obviously we're going to... I think the easiest thing to do is we walk straight through.
It's creepy, like.
It is. I don't think that's probably why we're a little bit laughing and joking a little bit, because it's just trying to ease the tension, isn't it? But we will do some ghost hunting and some investigating in a minute. Like
this mood will change, trust us.
But so there's no wind, is there? It's nice and calm.
Are you then?
No, it was a car horn, wasn't it? I heard the beep of a car horn. That's what you were.
Right, okay. You don't know.
You think that would be me making a car horn sound?
No, it was like to me it was like a, I don't know, it's just a strange noise. I mean, you are good at your impression, like. Every now and then you do a great impression of a paranormal investigator, and I'm convinced.
I'm still working on that one, to be honest. It's getting better. I mean, look at that, we've just been walking. It is proper grim, to be honest. Well, I think that's why we're just laughing and joking along the way. Yeah, just coming on into the clearing now, on Camp Hill.
Your boot, by the way, got a chunky Kit Kat on the top of it.
Good man. I mean, I went for the pack today. It was Terry's chocolate orange pieces in the car though. So, like, what we're gonna have to do is get like a case for the sweets as well, so you don't hear the rustling of the wrappers.
I was going to say, I could hear a noise that wasn't on the floor. It's the leaves above my head there. Sometimes you just hear different noises and you think, okay, you don't automatically think it's paranormal. I feel sorry for any investigators that do. What's that? But that's those leaves behind me there, just rubbing against each other.
We might have to leaf that one out, mate.
Yeah.
I bet you couldn't believe that, couldn't you?
Oh God, I know, there we go.
I'll leave it alone though.
Any more jokes like that, I'm going to have to pop the trunk and put you in it. The whole area that we're walking around, guys, there's a hall not far from here. Unfortunately it's abandoned now. It's called Woolton Hall, Woolton Manor. And all of this estate, going back to the 17th century, did belong to the family from there. So generation after generation of that family have walked around here. The hall is still there. It's in a state of disrepair. You'll probably see paranormal videos, people going in and investigating it, capturing nothing, unfortunately. It's I've been there for parties, never felt anything in the days it was open. But the whole of these grounds did belong to that family. And you're talking, it's a mile away from here, so it just takes you back to how vast these estates were back in the day and what these families actually owned. Liverpool City Council actually took it over in 1920s and it became a public park. So there's a lot of history to it. A bit of volume. Is anyone here with us now? You can come and speak through this device. Hi. Hello. Heard you say hi. Can you tell us your name? Tell us what year it is. Can you tell us where we are? Oh. Oh. Can you tell us the name of the area where we are?
Is that a message for any one of us?
Run.
Run, wasn't it?
The heretic. The heretic, wasn't that the name of the exorcist film? Run.
I thought run, and then I thought I heard spirit as well. But
I heard spirit and then the heretic. So is there the spirit of a priest? Can you come and say hello?
where should we go?
Cheers.
Cheers. You got any association to this park? Anything about Camp Hill?
Did you used to walk here? Walk here? Walk here? Again, can you tell us your name? Grace. Grace. Her world is eternal. So getting some pretty deep responses to this tonight, guys.
Something different each time, isn't it, compared to some last sessions?
I mean, obviously we can hear the radio signal coming through. Some people modify these and take the aerial out, guys, and get rid of the radio signal. But we are not going to do that because I think you can tell the difference between a radio signal and something coming through. So if that was you, Grace, can you come? How old are you?
Try and make that a little bit clearer.
Wake up.
Oh, I said wake up. If you could wake up, that would be great. And come and talk to us.
So how old are you, Grace?
Intended by God for them.
Something by God? There's a lot of holy responses coming
Definitely.
through this. And it's very coincidental. So, Grace, if we walk further on, will we see you? You might see me.
Is that what I said? Yeah.
Okay, so should we walk further on then? Yeah. Okay, so okay then, so we'll turn this off, guys, and
Thank you.
we'll take a little walk. Thank you, Grace. We'll come and see if we can find you. Grace. Yes, you're coming. Well, that was certainly interesting, guys.
Not bad for a first time we turn it on tonight. Some very, very deep responses, as you said.
Yeah,
I'll just flip that around and get us both in. Yeah, it was a bit spiritual. It'll be interesting to hear that one back, to be honest.
It was, yeah. Spirit, you know, eternal. It's strange. When we use the S-Box, the noise kind of ramps up in energy as well, I think. It changes, doesn't it? I don't know whether it's just your senses heightened. Mine are certainly heightened. But there was the promise there that if we walk on, that grace will try to show herself. So, and very close to me, if we have dealt with the spirit of a girl called Grace, that's one of my daughter's names, so yeah. But again, it's an old-fashioned name, isn't it? It'd be interesting to, when we look back in the history of it, if anyone knows anything about the history of the place, do you know of the Grace? It would be interesting.
Or any kind of like religious connection.
Yeah,
obviously
was there any kind of church or chapel or anything around here? Any history of a monastery?
Interesting.
Yeah. It kind of changes my senses. I don't know about you.
A little bit, yeah. I mean, it's. I think for me, it's more getting from. Like, it seems darker now, but it's like focusing on you through the camera quite a lot, and then looking back around and trying to readjust again. But it does seem to have got that little bit edgier now. We're getting a tiny bit darker, and yeah, obviously turning that on. I'm sure I've just heard something behind us. Hello? Don't know. That was could have been anything, couldn't it? But I thought I just heard something like a footstep on a leaf, but it might have just been leaves blowing. There was no wind, so.
That's strange. And I'll say this to camera. Just make sure they're still in there. Yes.
What's up?
Right. I have, if you look down here, I have a zip here. And you can just see it there. Anyway, there's a zip pocket here, guys, and it is because we're gonna go from a different location. From location. I thought I saw a shadow down there.
Like, genuinely.
Did you see that?
If I had to describe that noise, it was like a stroller or like a tyre on a track through like wet leaves.
From location.
See, it's quite interesting, isn't it, that we did the spirit box session up there, and then the minute we turn it off to walk away, stuff starts happening back where we were actually stood.
Exactly.
So maybe we did build that energy up when we were there. But you can see now things are starting to happen. Not laughing and joking anymore.
Yeah, precisely. As you said, it's suddenly gone dark. Well, I'll try again. again to say what I was going to say, because it does need saying. In this pocket, because we are going to go and do another location, and I'll say where the location is, because you're going to see that episode before you're watching this one. We're going to Bloody Acre, and my wife has a gift, she would call it something else, to be able to pick up on things, atmospheres, and we went on what we call a little recce, take a few pictures, have a look around, and Suzanne didn't like the place at all. So tonight she actually gave me, and that's what's in this pocket, she gave me to keep me safe a St. Christopher and her mum's crucifix, small crucifix her mum used to wear on a chain. After hearing all you've just heard everything come through the spirit box then, and it sounded very holy. There was a few things coming through: eternal, heretic,
it was God or spirit as well.
God and spirit. That zip was down. That's why I've just stopped. It's almost like, I don't know, it's too coincidental for me. I've got a cross, a crucifix in this pocket, and I don't wear a crucifix. It's something my wife's given me to keep me safe. So during all that was something did something sense that I've got a crucifix, a small crucifix, and in case anyone's thinking that, yeah, okay, we don't believe you, there it is. That picking it up?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's what my wife gave me to keep me safe, and it's in a zipped up pocket for that very reason. The zip doesn't drop down, which I'm going to make sure it's zipped up now. That was strange. That's yeah, that ties in with everything we just heard on the spirit box back there. So as we're walking around, Grace, if you are here, can you show yourself? Can you say hello? Is this where you used to play?
So quiet.
Yeah.
So quiet. Typically another light show.
It's going to be usual for haunted Scouse. Let's have a firework display. It's the atmosphere's changed now, guys. No more laughing and joking. The S-Box has done its job again. It's given us what we think is a line of communication there, and a means of contact. And we do feel like we've just made contact with, either the spirit of a little girl called Grace or a young lady called Grace. And it sounds like the spirit of a minister or a priest of some kind.
This is like an app that you can get. It's just a cheaper version of what I'm trying, of an Ovilus. So an Ovilus has just got it's got a bank of words in, and you talk through. I can put the volume on. It does say some strange noises and things come out, but how accurate they are, I don't know. So I just thought I'll just whip it out and just see. Just in the space of standing here, because I put it on my house and I might get one word in 20 minutes. I've had 3 words come on in 2 minutes. One was, I think the first was round, then it was few, and then I've just had the name Rob with 2 B's, which obviously isn't the most common.
Yeah, it's more of a surname, isn't it?
Yeah.
Rob.
Could be Grace Rob, or I don't know. If I just put this on, kind of hear like the static that goes through. It's a little bit like just scanning frequencies again, but as I say, how accurate they are, it's open to interpretation. But I'll just keep, I'll whip it out every now and again and just see, maybe it might come up with some words or some phrases or something, and it might relate, it might not, but it's just to say it's something different, isn't it?
Listen, I'm pretty sure the female fans of Haunted Scouse won't mind Adam whipping it out every now and then. You know, even on a winter's night.
Yeah, see, it is quite big. No.
Well, exactly, yeah. You know, I was putting it back in his pocket now.
Put that now.
Funny enough, this is where we heard the noises, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So it's almost like it wanted us to go up
Mm.
there.
Didn't think of it that way.
Right, so where I am now, guys, we're just coming back out from we've just done the spirit box session, and you know, all manner of things happening down there, but we're just at that crux of where we could hear noises, and we were saying, do we go left or right on the path? Well, this behind me, where we're coming back from, is to the right where the noises were. So with those noises beckoning us to go that way, that's what's called us back that way. You know, we've started the night and we've said, okay, we've almost said to the spirits, do you know what, we've got things to do, we'll get back to you. And instead they've gone, actually no, come this way. Was it the spirit of Grace that was trying her best to make a noise? She wanted some company, you know. So yeah,
And we almost split up. So I'm glad I didn't take that path.
This is the point. This is the point where we almost went it alone, and you've just seen what's just happened. You know, thank God we didn't. You know, there literally is safety in numbers in doing these things sometimes. You know, mentally keeping yourself safe as well.
That's it, isn't it? If you know, you've at least been out, haven't you? And you've done a few lives and stuff on your own, and you know, I've done the odd thing on my own, but not as like literally drove somewhere on my own, got out the car, walked around somewhere, and then tried to look hard for the camera. So it is a proper different thing. I'm like quite laughy and jokey now because I know you're here, but the minute I've got to go somewhere on my own.
Yeah, if you were in here on your own, I mean, you can see, excuse me, every time that the nerves are giving me acid reflux as well, and I don't even suffer from that anymore. But yeah, every noise you see is stopping now. We've got to that stage now where we start talking and it's like, what was that? What was that? Yeah, and we'll crack on before we talk ourselves out of doing anything else. Before we talk ourselves out of doing anything else. Before we talk ourselves out of doing anything else.
So this area is known as the Sunken Gardens, okay, and walking around it before, it looked quite similar to where we were at Calderstones, okay, but it's a little bit darker, a little bit airier. So we're going to go in, continue our quest now, and let's see what we can find. Okay, let's go.
So yeah, what we'll do, we're going in here with the mindset that somewhere in here might be Grace. Is this where she's led us to? Just like breadcrumbs, and this is a place that she used to go and sit. So let's go in and we'll have a wander around here and let's see if we can, you know, make some more contact with Grace. Come on then, after you. I say that after you, but then I actually prefer not being.
I'm quite used
the
to
back.
hanging at the back, but then obviously logically thinking about it, you know. As I said, the head wolf, the head honcho goes to the back of the pack. Okay, so good luck, mate, and I'll see you in a bit.
You go that way, I'll go this way, and I'll meet you back here.
Okie dokie, let's go. Trying to think what my best side is now. Typically bloody fireworks starts, scares the life out of me. Right. So, a little bit like last time when we were at Calderstones, similar garden. still, it felt like quite peaceful, quite calm when we walked around it before, but again, I was with Chris, so it wasn't too bad, but now I'm on my own, so we'll just have a little wander around. I'll get the phone back out and see, get the Oculus back on. I might do that now actually, and just see, keep that in my other hand as we go, and I'll just call out some words that it might pick up. So if there is anyone here in the gardens with us, I've got a device in my hand. You can come and try and talk into it. It will pick up words. So if you want to try and communicate with me, you can have a little talk through this. Okay. So let's go. Right. Okay. So the first corner now. What I think. A firework. Okay. If there is anybody here, you try and make a noise. Just picking something up or detecting something. You want to try and talk into this device? Oh, dearie me. As you can see, we've had the word cry. Did something happen here? Did something make you cry? Or someone?
Sorry. That just didn't feel right down that bit. I ain't... No. Oh, sorry guys. There's a bit that's ahead of me there and doesn't feel right. It's like it's in the corner. No, sorry. There is a feeling like there's something following me. Constant feeling like there's something following me. I used to bring my kids here, and they were, really small. I can hear soft lad up ahead.
I know Chris is going to appear probably in a second, fighting the life out of me around this corner. I don't know where he is. I hope that's in front of me. Hey mate.
Are you feeling alright?
Alright, just to let you know, I mean, I threw that back on and I've had one word.
Which was?
Cry.
Cry? That
Cry.
wasn't me. Seriously, it's... I don't like that corner over there.
Really?
I started walking towards it and I had to double back and cut it out.
Which corner? The one?
The far corner over
far
there.
Corner.
With a wall following it round.
Well, I'll walk all the way around. I was too busy fingers and thumbs trying to get this out, and then I accidentally zoomed in on the camera. But yeah, I might just pop this in my pocket and just have a little go.
And we've sat
Yeah.
there and watched the kids run around that bit of grass and I've said that. But, right, I'll meet you by the gate.
Okay, mate.
Good luck.
Unbelievably, the word that's just come through is row. Row. I know we've just been talking about people having an argument.
So cry and then row.
So that is quite strange. It does seem to be peaking now. It's going off its head.
What did you row about?
I mean, I've had legs just come through. I think something else just came through before as well. Just going on the word bank 1 second. No, edge. So just then we have row, edge, and legs.
I mean, we're on the edge of the park. We literally are, as of, you know, there's houses right next to us. This is the edge of the park. Maybe the legs is, you know, it's us in a minute.
I've just popped it away, but I'll go back over there and I'll turn it on and then we'll
Yeah,
see.
you'll find me on edge, crying.
That's quite strange, that, because genuinely, those apps don't really, you know, they're all hit and miss. So, I've row, cry, edge. I don't know, maybe I should be on edge. Using my legs in a minute, possibly. If you want to try and communicate, I've got a device in my hand that will try and interpret what you say. See why Chris found it a bit shifty, because just behind me there where I'm going is a bit grim. Come on, let's go. Okay, maybe you can try and talk to Chris. Maybe let him know where you are. And if you can unzip his pocket again, that would be something. Just the corner he was talking about. Right, okay, come and talk to me. Dust has just come through. Let's try and get that. Obviously you can't see because it's flipped, but dust. Is anybody here? My name's Adam. I don't mean you any harm. I just want to, you know, hear your story, so to speak. If you want to come and talk to me, you can make a noise. Try and touch me. One or two words there. Pulled, row. I mean, talking to Chris when row came up, and I literally was talking about it, that was quite strange. If you are here, okay, I'm going to have to go in a second. Try and make one final noise to let me know that you're here. Try and throw something. Maybe you can try and do something to Chris. He's the ugly one in the hat up there. Police sirens again. Okay. Well, if that was you communicating before on my device, thank you. You know, it's much appreciated. But we're going to have to go now. So I hope wherever you are, you're at peace. And it's not the worst place in the world to be. And it's a lovely garden. And it's a nice place. Come on, let's go find Chris.
If there's anyone here, can you come and say hello? Grace, are you in here? We'll be leaving soon. Did you used to play on the grass here? Can you show yourself as a light or? Did. Don't know whether the camera picked that up. Don't know whether that was a child. I think think it's a cat. I hope it's a cat. Because if this has just picked it up, then you've heard the same sound I've heard. Yeah, that's definitely a cat. We can debunk that. That's a... maybe that's what the cry was. Keep seeing shadows over there, which is where the gate is that we need to go back through to get out. There's a white poster on the gate, and as I'm watching, you can't make it out. As I'm watching the gate, I keep seeing the poster disappear, and then come back and disappear and come back. It's just done it again then. Jesus. This is why I wear contact lenses as well. It stops the glare off the camera, but I get a proper...
Okay.
Yeah. Definitely in footsteps around me.
Really?
Yeah. Literally, mate, I haven't moved. I got to this point and I've been stood here for about the last 5 minutes watching you slowly come up the path. I mean, I've been calling out and seeing if I can pick anything up, but I literally...
I've just heard something then.
As I said, the gate that we need to go out is just there.
Yeah.
Just seen something, you know, like someone's at the corner of my eye then. I've just seen, and I'm pointing over that way. The corner of my eye then, I've just seen somebody walking behind that hedge towards there. But it was just like a shimmer and then gone. But no, I'll be perfectly honest, mate. I'm not looking forward to going back through that gate. And I don't feel safe here, but no, it's changed for me now.
Is it?
Yeah. I'm not looking forward to going back through that gate. And I don't feel safe here, but no, it's changed for me now.
Is it?
Yeah. And I don't feel safe here, but no, it's changed for me now.
Is it?
Yeah.
Would you leave you here for a couple of minutes on your own?
No. No.
Would you leave you here for a couple of minutes on your own?
No. No. But no, I say where we can see the white poster on on the gate.
Yeah.
As I've stood here watching it, it keeps disappearing.
Yeah, I glanced over before and thought it might have just been my eyes from camera to the white thing back to the, and it just adjusting to the light a little bit, but I can see what you mean. Yeah.
I'll go.
So brave.
See, that feels different now.
Yeah.
I feel that almost like that was like something. It was like whatever it was I was feeling in there. It's there. It's still in there, and it can pretty well stay in there. Saying something, and you'd rather be out here.
There you go.
But yeah, there's a calmness again now. It's like we're walking towards the front of Woolton Woods now. The Camp Hill area is the active area, if you ask me. At the back.
Yeah, I think that path definitely was. That was from the change of moods. I think the garden for me, absolutely fine. But yeah, that one path leading down, that was that definitely had a different atmosphere to it for me. Hopefully we caught some really good stuff as well.
Exactly. I mean, the zip's still up on my pocket, so
Well, probably won't be for long, you know where we are. We're in your neck of the woods, aren't we? So lone wolf at the back. Let's just sort this outside. This looking perfect, isn't it? Yeah. It's still late, but you've still got to look good, haven't you?
It's been a different night. It's strange how the atmosphere changed when we walked down that one path, and then I'm glad we chose that point to do the S-box, because it's like the S-box gave those that wanted to make contact a chance to make contact, but it was a very holy contact, a very churchy contact.
No, again, I don't know if I'm just getting braver, to be honest, but yeah, first came here and walked round, I was a bit, partly because Chris was taking us off the path, going through these gates and all kinds of places. It started to get a bit Blair Witchy, but yeah, since we've been like round the path through into the gardens again, I feel really good.
When we've picked up so many responses that correlate with each other, that's good evidence. You know, it's been somebody who's been talking to us about are they talking to us about their belief? Was it a place of worship back in the day? I mean, some of these places, the trees that are so old, like the Allerton Oak that we investigated at Calderstones, used to have courts sitting underneath the oak, because the belief was that it held a special power. So there's no reason whatsoever why that same type of belief could not have been held around that area.
Yeah, as you say, if you do know anywhere, if you really want to see me actually get the bejesus scared out of me, so to speak, yeah, put it in the comments below, and we'll try and check it out. But we are going to come over to my neck of the woods soon, on the Wirral, and I know a few places. I'm sure you do, but if you do know some places that you'd like to see us go, like we said, put it in the comments below. And yeah, you probably after Christmas and the New Year, we're going to start filming around the Wirral way. So got a little bit of work to do, so don't mind if you could do it for me. That'd be great for history of places and stuff like that. So fantastic.
Whilst there might not be any reported hauntings for Camp Hill and Woolton Woods, I think we've managed to determine that there is something, there's an energy in here, there is something going on in here.
This is usually the best feeling now, because walking down the path and I'm just about to see the exit and starting to see my car, so this is the nice bit now.
So guys, that's it. Camp Hill, Woolton Woods, end of another episode, and it's been good. I think we haven't come in here with any preconceptions. There's not been any great stories of hauntings and ghosts and goings on. It's just got a history to it that, as we said at the beginning, goes back to the Doomsday Book of Woolton. So why shouldn't it have anything?
Yeah, it was really quite an interesting one. The comparison from Calderstones to here, although both parks, much area, this one, there's less light, but yeah, I don't really know how to feel about this one. When we took the walk through, I was really on edge.
The spirit box, which has been at the Camp Hill end, has picked up lots of evidence for us to look into. You know, we need to go away and research, and if anyone's watching this, you know, in the site, the pages that are kind enough to let us share it on Facebook, if anybody knows if there ever was any kind of church or any kind of religious thing that went on on Camp Hill, please let us know. If you know that the name Grace is related to it, you know, again, let us know, because that seems to have been something that ran through the spirit box session.
The more we went through, I think the calmer I got, really. Obviously the bit that we didn't unpack was really, really good. That did seem to ramp up the investigation, to be honest. But yeah, it'll be interesting to, like you said, it'll be interesting to see when you play that spirit box session back, what we actually did come up with. I think that might be a really good bit of the episode, to be honest. But yeah, brilliant as always, and looking forward to getting on the next one. So,
but yeah, good episode. And while we can't say, we're not here to fake anything and say, you know, Camp Hill and Woolton Woods is actually haunted. What we can say is that there's a feeling at the back that you're not alone, and I certainly carried that around the rest of it with me, and it left me in that garden. It's like it just wanted to piggyback to the garden, basically, and it stayed in there when I left, which is good. So yeah, another episode done, guys. Thank you for watching.
Thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you soon.
Haunted Scouse. Haunted Scouse.